From a bill to combat cartels on social media to a resolution proposing an amendment to the Constitution of the United States. Here are 4 random pieces of legislation I bet you had no idea were introduced into the House of Representatives in 2023. Introduced by Representative Chris Stewart, the Social Media of Child Protection Act aims to require providers of social media platforms to prohibit children under the age of 16 from accessing such social media platforms and for other purposes. A provider of a social media platform may not permit any individual to access such social media platform unless such provider has verified the age of such individual by requiring such individual to provide a valid identity document issued by the federal government or state or local government, such as a birth certificate, driver's license, or passport, or by using another reasonable method of verification. Introduced by Representative Abigail Davis Spanberger, the Combating Cartels on Social Media Act of 2023 aims to require the Secretary of Homeland Security to implement a strategy to combat the efforts of transnational criminal organizations to recruit individuals in the United States via social media platforms and other online services and assess their use of such platforms and services for illicit activities and for other purposes. This bill requires the Department of Homeland Security to report and implement a strategy to combat the use of social media by transnational criminal organizations to recruit individuals in the United States to support illicit activities in the U.S. or countries near a U.S. international border. DHS must also identify a designee within U.S. Customs and Border Protection to receive, process, and disseminate information about these social media recruitment activities. The information must be disseminated to federal, tribal, state, and local entities to support appropriate government functions, such as providing actionable intelligence to law enforcement. A House resolution introduced by Representative Grace Ming wants to propose an amendment to the Constitution of the United States extending the right to vote to citizens 16 years of age or older. In a press release, Representative Ming states her reasoning for the bill. Over the past few years, we have seen the influence young people in our nation have on trends, political movements, and elections. They continue to advocate for many crucial issues for which they are deeply passionate about. It is time to give them a voice in our democracy and reward their passion so that their voices are heard at the ballot box. 16 and 17-year-olds are legally permitted to work, drive, and they also pay federal income taxes. They are contributing members of our society, and I believe it is right and fair to allow them to vote in our elections. I am proud and honored to stand by our nation's young people in introducing this legislation and hope my colleagues in the House support it. Introduced by Representative Kwesi Mfume, the Identifying Mass Shooters Act aims to direct the National Institute of Justice to collect, study, and analyze online content created by mass shooters in an effort to early identify potential mass shooters. The bill directs the National Institute of Justice to solicit applications for research grants on any items for further study that are identified in the report, and also requires the National Institute of Justice to submit findings and federal legislative recommendations to Congress. In preparing the report required by this bill, the director shall, at a minimum, 1. Review information, data, and reports relating to linguistic patterns used by previous mass shooters collected by federal, state, and local law enforcement as of the date of the enactment of this act. 2. Review academic studies, including studies analyzing the relevance of social media in mass shootings. And 3. Meet with and consider any facts offered by prosecutors, defense attorneys, family attorneys, judges, nonprofit organizations, victim service providers, culturally specific organizations, federal, state, tribal, and local courts, federal, state, tribal, and local law enforcement agencies, and individuals with academic expertise in relinguishment. Which one of these bills was your favorite? Comment below what you liked about these bills or what you didn't. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and share this video with a friend. As always, thanks for staying better informed about your government.